nurse and to nourish life, to bring forth life and to nurture and nourish life after it's here. Your job is not to compete with me and contradict me and conflict with me the way those white feminists have taught you. And I declare that in the 1960s, we were united, black woman. We must never, ever forget the 1960s. That was a beautiful era. And we must never forget what you have been for hundreds of years for the white race here in America. Their mammy. You were their mammy, black woman. You were their property. You were their territory. You cooked their food. You nursed and nourished their children into health and wealth and prosperity. We declare that the reason Oprah Winfrey is a billionaire is because she skillfully used that old-fashioned formula of being the mammy for white people. The jolly, happy mammy for white people. And there were other black women who tried to repeat that formula. Star Jones tried to start her talk show career being the fat, jolly mammy for white women and white people. Star Jones was one. There was another talk show host by the name of Mother Love. She tried that big, jolly mammy formula for black women to be the nurses and the mammies for the white race. But then when it was time for black women to nurse and nourish her own race, like she was doing in the 1960s, feminism came along. So we're dealing with powerful witchcraft, black woman. We want you with us. We declare that we will not make the same mistake that Adam made. But black woman, will you declare that you will not make the same mistake that Eve made? Oh, that's a good question, black woman. Will you declare that you will not allow the devil to trick you the way the devil tricked Eve? That's what I want to hear from all of the black women for 2008 and onward into the 21st century. Let me hear all the strong black men say, amen.
Have you forgotten that once we were brought here, we were robbed of our name, robbed of our language. We lost our religion, our culture, our God. And many of us, by the way we act, even lost our mind. We declare our right on this earth to be a man, 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 to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary. By any means necessary. By any means necessary.
Relax, Open up your mind. Take deep breaths, focusing on the stillness that lies deep within your own being. As you begin to relax and go deep within the stillness of your divine self, contemplating the divine nature of your own being, you now enter into the eternal now, taking deep breaths, breathing from the deepest aspect of your lungs. Deeper you begin to breathe. You are relaxed, feeling and sensing your divine presence and connected to the universal source. You are one with all and all that is and evermore shall be. You begin to close your eyes and watch your breathing. Your breathing is slower as you begin to contemplate on the divine essence of your being. You have now stepped out of the matrix and entered into a divine reality of all existence on a level of higher sensory perception. You are now open to the information of a divine master teacher, King Noble Divine. You are now open to the divine information of a master teacher, King Noble Divine. You are now open to the divine instruction of a master teacher, King Noble Divine. You are now open to the divine instructions, informations, and teachings of a master teacher, King Noble Divine. You are now open to the divine teachings, instructions of a master teacher, King Noble Divine. You are now open to the divine teachings, instructions, and guidance of a master teacher, King Noble Divine.
First of all, I want to thank you all for coming to the meeting tonight to share this divine engagement of a building session that we have. I want to start off tonight just going into some herbs real quick because we don't necessarily go into the herbs. But we have a pure garlic extract that we made, and I did some interesting research on garlic last week. Now, garlic is antibacterial, antiviral, antiparasitic, and antifungal. Garlic it charges the immune system. It fights off everything within your system. It's good for energy. It gets you going. Now, the research that I did shows that garlic breaks the brain-blood barrier, meaning that if you have some type of disease and it travels to your brain, which most infections do travel throughout the body, that penicillin and antibiotics are not going to get to your brain. But garlic goes to the brain. So when you take garlic, it kills the infections that even go into the brain. Now, these people that you hear dying of brain aneurysms and brain infections, these are just cysts and tumors that go in the brain. Now, cancers garlic fights cancer, fights tumors and cysts, and destroys mucus in the body. And Dr. Sebi says that every disease deals with mucus. So garlic attacks the mucus inside of people's body. So garlic is a powerful herb. Some people suggest garlic after the antibiotics within the hospital don't work anymore. They say, get your garlic. Now, according to a research that I did that I will be posting on my MySpace page, is that they did a research with garlic, and people had full-blown AIDS. And they started giving them, I believe, what was 35 milligrams of garlic, which I believe is 8 cloves of garlic. Not the bulbs, but the cloves a day. And they brought their immune system up to regular function, just off the garlic alone. That's powerful. That's some powerful research. Definitely. Now, garlic suppresses all infections. It suppresses them. Suppression and then giving you some antibiotics that mutate the virus. Sometimes antibiotics cause viruses to mutate. And sometimes the viruses